guys, welcome back non-league to Premier League. Here we go yet again. Right, the last time you were with us was for the absolutely enthralling 0-0 with Villa at our place. Not brilliant. We followed that up with another fantastic result of 0-0, followed by another result against Newcastle of 2-1. We didn't really show up in that game until the second half, and even then I wouldn't say that we showed up. We then drew away with West Ham 0-0. We then drew away at home with Newcastle 1-1 and away with Leeds 1-1. Becoming a little bit of a theme at the moment. We did just turn it around against Fulham, so that in at least, we're back to winning ways. We are undefeated in the Premier League this season, so it leaves us sitting sixth. We are obviously just outside the spots, but we're occupying the spots that we want to be occupying at the moment. We want to be heading for the Europa League. If we could get a Champions League place, that would be great, but we're not really scoring enough goals. We've got lots and lots of possession. We're hardly conceding any goals, but we're just not quite there yet in terms of scoring. Timo Werner has just scored his first goal though, so possibly just about to turn all that around. So let's hope, guys, that it's the start of a beautiful thing. Now, we've had some injuries, so we've done some tinkering and tankering, but we should be back to a full strength squad again today. So Svilar comes back in, and he actually got to go back on the support duty. I don't know why he's there. Alex Bence can come off the bench for, where's the man? Oakley's still injured. Okay, so we're there or thereabouts, I think. So we've got Svilar in goal, Martinez, Darby and Turinga at the back, De Jong and Aarons in the wing-back positions, Gravenberch and Chowdhury in the middle, then Gibbs, White, Werner and Madueke up front. Let's hope we get a good result today and put us back up roughly where we want to be. We're not far outside the Champions League places. Obviously, at the moment, it's very, very early days in the season. Season? That's a new word that we've just made up right there, folks. Absolutely fantastic. Very early days in the season. Let's hope we can get 3 points on the board. We are going to tell the boys passionately. In fact, no, we're going to assertively say, passionately. Can we say we owe Watford after what? Yes, we can. So that's what we're going to do. We told them to get revenge after the last game. We're not going to go to the tunnel interview. Let's get into it. Let's see how we get on. Again, dominating possession, but it's very early doors. Aarons then finds Sean, back to Max Aarons, plays it inside to Ryan Gravenberch, to Chowdhury. Knocks it, De Jong then. Went for goal himself, little bit selfish when he's got both strikers just standing in the middle waiting for the ball to come across. Has to be said, quite an interesting choice of passes there as well from Gravenberch to De Jong. Clock is ticking away and we're still level. This is not what we want to see, and at the moment, it has to be said, Watford are actually edging the possession, and we've got a couple of boys who are nervous. That does not bode well for us. Maybe change it up at half time, I don't know. We're not really creating anything because the first half in its entirety has just turned into a snooze fest. We're not losing at the moment. Do we give it half an hour? I think we give it 20 minutes. Telling the boys first and foremost, we're not happy. Shout at them to show some passion and see if we can get something going. So we've had 5 shots on goal, none on target, and we're doing absolutely nothing at the moment. So we are going to change it up. Let's hit Watford with the old 1-2 tiki-taka. And we're going to change it then to the old trusty 4-2-3-1. Derby's got to go on cover defender. We're going to bring on Vinicius Junior. Wow, Lou. Words just unbelievable. And Rony Lopez, we're going to move Gibbs White into that attacking role just behind Sean Madueke. Right, let's hope we can get 3 points out of this, because if we don't get 3 points out of this after I've just done that, I am going to look like an absolute idiot when we wasn't really under any pressure from Watford there. But we want to win games. We don't want to be in a situation where we're just scraping 0-0s and 1-0s. We want to be looking good. And at the moment, it has to be said, as the clock is running down, even now, we're not looking good at all. Nobody's looking good in this game. And could well be back-to-back nil-nils on the live comms. Are you absolutely bloody kidding me? Gravenberch has picked up an injury as well, just to add insult to injury. Pardon the pun. 9 shots on goal, only 2 on target. Not very dominant in the possession though. And that was absolutely not good enough. Liverpool away next then, guys. Interesting. Really, really interesting. I can't apologise enough. I mean, that is, it's not brilliant, is it? I tell you what we'll do. We'll pause it here. We'll come back shortly and we'll go into Liverpool. We'll do the Liverpool game as well because that was absolutely pathetic. We'll be back shortly, folks. We'll be back shortly. Right then, guys. So here we are. We're back for the Liverpool game then. Switched up a little bit due to people not being quite where they should be and also to Jordan Henderson starting to kick off. I don't want to make him unhappy just yet. Possibly look to move him on in January though. So we're going with Svilar in goal, Martinez, Darby and Taringa at the back, Dionga and Aarons again in the wing-back positions, Henderson and Sissenjager in midfield with Gibbs, White, Madueke and Werner up front. We're going to give him a bollocking. Obviously the last game was not overly impressive. We don't want to lose today. We'd like to go undefeated for a little bit and keep a run of games going where our heads aren't going to drop. However, we are away. We're at Anfield. Very tough place to come under the best of times. When we're not playing the best, it's not all that good. Has to be said though, Liverpool have got quite a lot of aging players, so I would expect us to be able to use our pace to our advantage here. Now I'm going to assertively say I want us to play better than what we played last time, and we can't say that. Okay, nothing to lose here. Okay, we've got faith. We have faith. And we have faith. End team talk. We'll go to the tunnel this time. And how good we are. Definitely going to play in close attention. Other circumstances, we might have risked him because he was injured, but he's not coming on today. So, 5 minutes on the clock. Not a lot happening. We've had 2 shots on goal apparently. Edging the possession again. Not really setting any games on fire at the moment. What our tactics seems to be doing at the minute, and I don't want to say too much in case Liverpool score here, which would make me look a dafty, but we very much seem to just be cancelling teams out. We're neutralising them across the fields. What is that? Very interesting choices of passes from Max Aarons there to cut out the Liverpool attack. So it's launched forward. Virgil van Dijk then, obviously. Virgil van Dijk is a new one. Somebody want to get him on a scout? Get the scouting reports, boys. We've got Virgil van Dijk here for Liverpool. Almeida to Abel then. Plays it in front of Bobby Firmino. He's old. And he's old and gold. 34 years old. Still slotting them in the Premier League. I mean, are you bloody kidding me? And just as I was saying about how we seem to be cancelling teams out so nothing really seems to happen, we've got a back three there who are just not covering this area of the pitch at all, leaving it all to Max Aarons. Now, I had a moan earlier on in the save where obviously I moaned about Aarons playing his man on side, and then Aarons scored a belter. That was not Aarons' fault. The defenders should be there. So that's a little bit annoying, isn't it? So we're going to demand more out of the boys. Have we give away a penalty? No, not a penalty, just a free kick. It's Dybala. Oh, great save by Svilar. And at least we're getting some highlights during this, but they're all going the wrong way. Not really the start to the game that we was after. Almada then recycles the ball, crosses it in, it goes long to Mo Salah to Abel, and that's going to be a goal because whenever it's pulled back on the edge of the area like that, it's a bloody goal. Oh, aye. So Liverpool starting this game very, very well. Us not so much. Can we get anything going? Really doesn't look like it, does it, at the moment? So we're not looking brilliant. We're going to say, show me something else in the second half. What can I do here to change this? I mean, Werner again is playing poor. Gibbs White's playing poor. Everybody's playing poor. That's the bloody truth of the situation. Right, okay. Inside forward. Yeah, we'll give him a go there. Derby can come out for Lopez. We won't change too much at the minute. Maybe bring Chowdhury on for Henderson. Henderson's not doing. Oh, Henderson's playing actually possibly the best out of everybody. Gravenberch is not the man to come on. We'll play Bentz. We'll bring Bentz on as the box-to-box midfielder. See if he can't get anything going. Let's see then, guys, what we can do. Because we've got to do something. So we demand more out of the guys. 60 minutes coming up on the clock then. We're taking more possession now. But again, nothing happening. Looks like our first loss of the season is going to be to Liverpool. Not the end of the world, obviously. But we don't... Oh, and Werner's out. So we're going to bring on Vinicius Jr., which is not an issue. I mean, great replacement to be fair to bring on. That being said, it would be nice to get something for doing the little tinkerings around. Are we even going to get a consolation goal? It looks like Liverpool are going to get a third. Great effort there. Mo Salah heads just past the bar. Past the post. Fabinho then to Dybala, to Fabinho, to Mo Salah. Diange actually gets a tackling. Virgil's there. Yeah, I said it again. Don't worry about it. Andy Robertson, who is also old now. Diange gets it clear again. Ricardi then, I mean Liverpool's press to be honest is really nice. Trent Alexander-Arnold out to Mo Salah. Diange again is there. Viduka still can't get ahead on it. Dybala runs forward. It's going to take... Oh my god. Dybala was going to go for the shot himself. And I don't know who it was actually at the back who got the foot in. It was supposedly... I mean, it wasn't a terrible interception. Gibbs White. It's Morgan Gibbs White. Tries to tackle and all he ends up doing is actually playing Roberto Firmino in behind. And at 3-0, I think it's safe to say that that's a Liverpool result. Now, I didn't want to change from the 3-5-2 this season. I was fairly comfortable with it pre-season and fairly comfortable with it at the start of the season. I'm not telling them they did well. They didn't do well. Stop trying to tell them that they did well when they lost 3-0. Sorry, that's me getting angry there with my assistant manager because he's obviously got no bloody clue. You don't tell a team who have just lost 3-0, oh, well done, boys, nice try. No. Yeah, I might have to change back to the 4-2-3-1. I genuinely thought that the 3-5-2 was going to work, but as we're going through the season, it just seems to be more of a cancelling out tactic. So whether I use that when we're going away to teams, I don't know. But obviously, I don't want to get in a situation where we're going to miss out on Europe again. I very nearly got sacked last season. Don't really fancy getting sacked this season. I like a lot of the players that I've got. There are a few who will be looking to move on. But we've got solid foundations there. And we've got very young players. So, I don't know, guys. I'm I've said it many a times, in the past kind of eight or nine episodes. I'm really lost as what to do with this Wolves team. They play fantastically a few weeks, and then all of a sudden the wheels fall off, and then just when you think, oh, we'll give up hope with them, they turn it around and they play fantastically well again. Consistency is not their thing. It really isn't. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's the manager's fault. Maybe consistency is not my key. I don't know. But thank you very much for sticking with us today, guys. I know it ended up being a little bit of a longer one than normal, but after that abysmal 0-0 with Watford, I couldn't let you see 2 0-0s back to back. Probably wish I hadn't showed the Liverpool game now, to be honest. But at least you've seen our first loss of the season. I hope you're all staying safe. I hope you're all well. If you did enjoy the video today, please don't forget to smash the like button for me. If you're new, we are here Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. Feel free to subscribe. Take care of yourself, folks. We'll see you soon.